What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Scenario. I love it! Where we ask the important questions, like, if you could bring back any cancelled TV show, what would it be, and how would you continue the story?
Answers, a podcast full of fun romancers. Rolling dice, no time to think. Chaos comes before you blink. First create another scene. Mess it up in ways unseen. How not to solve it.
So the show's got to be cancelled, not finished.
Say that
Well,
again?
What if it was finished and you want to
Yeah,
bring it
any
back?
TV show that's over, you've got to bring it back, and how
So
would
you're
you
going to
do
have to
it?
repeat that because my brain instantly shut off the moment you two were being dicks.
TV show.
Okay?
What would you bring back?
If you could bring back any cancelled TV show, or one that ended its syndicated run, what would it be, and how would you continue the story?
Interesting. Who wants to go first on this one? Because I feel like, Lee, you're going to have something to bang straight out.
Friends.
Why?
But World War III's broke out. They're all serving.
Hold on.
So it's like MASH.
Yeah.
But with a Friends cast, with the same Friends humour,
All on the same couch?
all in the same platoon, apparently.
The coffee shops followed them.
No, that's the mess hall now.
No, it's a new... It's just a Starbucks.
Central mess.
With the same people. Now, as a man who has never watched Friends,
Yeah.
Get out.
As a
Get
second
out.
man who has never watched Friends and doesn't intend to.
yeah,
One of the
Who
greatest
doesn't-
TV shows of all time.
I'm very sorry, but does not like American humour.
I'm not a huge fan when it comes to long-run TV shows. Friends is a rare exception, along with The American Office. They're very good. And Parks and Rec.
I like, American Office, definitely. Which is coming back anyway.
They're remaking it.
Yeah.
God knows why. It's been like 10 years.
So military Friends.
Military Friends.
That's what you're calling it as well. Military Friends.
Military friends fighting
Okay, so
together.
how are you bringing it back? What are you including? What's it look like?
So it's going to be America is getting invaded by the Russians, and they've got to defend New York.
Okay. Why do I
And
see
it's
the intro?
like, hello, hello, but American.
Hello, hello. I love that. That's a reference.
Okay.
That's a reference nobody
Our
knows.
Americans are not
So
going to get what
your
hello, hello is.
Your theme song?
It'll be the classic one,
Okay.
but with a military march over the top.
No.
I want
all
all
With a
in
machine
I
gun.
was thinking like, I will die for you.
When the bombs start to fall, I'll be there for you.
Anyway, so
I'll lose my legs for you too.
it's just a stump on the
Nobody
sofa.
told
when
me
it does that, it's just
Trump never told me life was ever gonna be this way.
Okay, are you changing the cast at all? Like
no original cast.
original? Well, -1, R.I.P.
Yeah,
But yeah, Jim's
Tragic
Jim's
boating
like
accident.
what?
I don't know.
Matthew Perry said.
Matthew Perry died.
Who?
Drowned in
Chandler.
he drowned in his hot tub.
Nope. Sorry.
Chandler? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. I've never seen Friends.
The older dude from 17 again.
Nope. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry.
I bet he knows who fucking Rachel is, though.
Yeah, of course I've heard
We all know who Rachel is. God damn.
God damn.
Bring her back in military uniform.
Fucking right.
Sign me up.
Okay, so exactly the same humour, but set in like a camp.
Yeah.
Like
Where
a prop-
they've got to skirmish New York. Hello, hello style.
See, that is... I like the idea. We go one step further. We make it like The Great Escape, but they're inside a prison camp.
A prison camp where?
Do you
in
mean
America.
like a captured...
Like Central Park.
They've been
Yeah.
captured.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And it's their antics trying to leave.
Yeah, The Great Escape style. So they got to try and escape from Central Park.
I don't think that cast would be able to do that, right?
No,
Really?
They're pretty stupid.
Yeah.
Apart from Ross.
No, Rachel would run it. Rachel would have to run
Rachel's the brains.
it. Yeah.
Right?
He's not seen
He's
Friends.
clearly not seen Friends.
I have at least glanced at an episode or two.
Rachel seems more
With the
smart
volume
than
down
she
and his
should be.
pants down as well. Season 1 waitress Rachel.
It's more just go with it with Adam Sandler. You know what scene I'm on about. Anyway.
I can relate.
Okay, I get it. Next.
Jim, TV show you're bringing back.
What are you bringing
Ow.
back?
Now, I feel like I would like to get another season of the IT Crowd.
No, very much so.
Right?
Very much so.
But also, I want to have it where the old boss has pretended.
The original Renham.
Old Renham has returned because he faked his death.
Right, and he's come to take the business
And he's
back.
going to take the business back. So then you've got those two.
Son!
And they're fighting over the business.
Okay.
So they're both arguing and both trying to be the top CEO. Could you imagine the fucking chemistry between those
Yes.
two fighting to be CEO, but fighting over because everybody gets to vote?
What, the company?
The company get to vote who's going to be the top CEO.
And it's just them two
and
trying
it's
to bust
down
people
to the IT.
Renham versus Renham.
Renham versus Renham. And they're all trying to butter up the IT team because they're the last people.
They're like the tiebreakers.
They're tiebreakers on the vote.
Because there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Right?
There's 4, technically.
No, I mean just the
Boss to
department.
boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean
But he's
just
not part
the
of the IT
department.
department. He just put him down there to get rid of him.
No,
No, he
is.
is part of the IT.
He
He
is.
just looks
Is he?
after the machines
server
that
room.
Yeah.
blink.
But I'm on about like the departments get to vote.
It blinks twice.
So whatever their vote is for that department is for who they're going to vote for. So then they've got to try and convince the whole department to vote for them, and it is the tiebreaker of just them. I think that fucking season would be hilarious to
And
watch.
it's just them getting promotion after promotion after promotion to butter him up.
Yeah, no, just getting more stuff and more things, and then eventually at the end they're like, "Well, actually, because he was technically dead, that you lose the."
Are you going to try and make a season out of that?
Yeah, you could get
Okay.
6 or 7 fucking episodes. That was all they were
Because
normally.
that's the sort of thing they cram into one episode.
Yeah, literally.
It is, but I'd like it as like a running thing where you
Okay.
get like every single episode. So we get normal funny episodes and that.
Yeah.
But then this is like the running
overarching
theme. The
story.
You're going to
overarching.
have stuff in there to fill the spaces.
Yeah.
It's just that
And
this
tell
is-
me that
right.
you don't feel that the IT Crowd finished too early.
It did.
Yeah, of
Because the
course-
last
yeah, of
season
course
is
it
one
did, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
It did finish very early. Of course it did.
I just thought that would be a fucking
Didn't they
great
leave,
season.
though, in the last episode?
No.
I thought she left.
Oh, she left.
She left, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. It's been a while since I've watched the last episode.
Yeah.
But I would love to see her come back because actually, like,
don't
there
know
was
if
some-
Americans are going to know IT Crowd.
They tried to make an American version.
Yeah, they did.
It's fucking horrendous, but Moss is still Moss.
Oh, okay.
Richard,
Adewale or whatever his name is,
yeah, he's still Moss. Everything else is awful.
Yep, doesn't surprise me.
Tends to happen with American remakes.
Have you seen Community?
Yes.
I like Community.
I love Community. Jeff from Community
Yes.
is thingy next to Moss.
O'Dowd. Chris O'Dowd.
Yeah, he's what's he called? There's Moss and
Jed. Jed?
no,
No.
Oh, God.
I can't remember his name.
yeah,
That's going to kill
can't
me.
remember his name. But Jeff from Community was playing him, and it's as bad as you think. It's worth watching just for how bad it is. They made
Roy.
They made like half a pilot episode before they mid filming the episode went, "This is shit," and just cancelled it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Same as they did with the In-Betweeners.
The In-Betweeners, they filmed one episode. and
Wow,
went,
that sucked
that
ass.
fucking
Yeah, because
sank.
they can't do the humour like...
Not my choice, but In-Betweeners I would have brought back.
In-Betweeners was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that'd
not
be
my
cool.
choice,
But-
but I would have loved to have seen another
I
one.
want to
a
see
special
them
one.
as the parents.
Yes, as
Yes.
adults.
And the next generation
Yes.
being the
as the
In-Betweeners.
adults.
That would have been fucking brilliant. Yeah, I would have loved that.
And you could have callback after callback. Well, this one time at school.
No. Have
What was
the...
your nickname in school?
Je-
Briefcase Hunker.
Jeff Buckley as like a dad, like make cracking jokes and telling
Yeah.
his son like, I used to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
It would just
I
be
used to have one up here and one down here.
yeah, it would have been. No, you didn't, Dad.
All the
Full of
slosh.
shit, Dad.
All
And-
the slosh.
And they had the teacher come back who hasn't left. He's still
Mr.
there.
Gilbert?
Mr.
Gilbert's still there, and he hasn't left, but he's also now shagging Will's
Well,
mum
no, he's
properly.
married to her.
That's what I mean, properly
Yeah.
married, but he's still there. as the blooming teacher,
And still treats him like
and still treats him like a child.
Not my choice. Anyway, my choice would be
this.
hands down Game of Thrones,
Oh,
but remake the last season.
But remake the last
I would
season.
bring it back
Like
under
a
the
retro-
understanding,
a retrofit.
that I would remake said last season and at least make another 3 after that as well. Easily.
3?
Easily.
I mean, to be fair, that
What's that
season...
push it to 10 seasons, 9 seasons?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but the descent of Daenerys into madness would be more
pronounced
and drawn out, and you could see it happening
I've
rather
only
than
seen
it just.
I've only seen season 1 and 2.
Well,
Have
it
you-
just
I
it just
did not
happens.
like
It's
Game
like-
of Thrones.
It happens overnight. Like she just descends
past
into
that.
madness very quickly. So
Yeah.
I drag that out, make sure that becomes clearer and clearer, and people start to go, okay, she's definitely
becoming
turning.
mad.
Yeah, she's the curse of the Targaryens.
They made her descent into madness go from like episode 3
yes.
to like episode 9.
Well,
Like in 6.
to be fair, no, she just turns like in that last season.
No.
she just-
That's what I'm on about. Like episode 3 to episode 9, like in 6 episodes,
she's
goes
really
from-
nice, really nice, really nice. Absolute fucking mad and kills everybody, and it's like, oh well, fuck me, she turned quick. So that would be drawn out. I'd also bring from the books his mum, who becomes.
Oh yes, I know who you're on about.
She becomes basically his mother gets her throat slit, and in the book she becomes an otherworldly entity who comes and seeks revenge.
And tries to
they
just
just
kill
rip her out
people.
completely. Like they were like, we don't like that, and everyone's like, that's one of the coolest bits from the book is that this mum comes back and just seeks revenge and kills people. I'd bring that in. That would come in as well. Bran the Broken would definitely not be fucking king.
Be definitely broken.
Definitely not. 100%. Jon Snow wouldn't get sent off to the fucking north.
To the wall.
Yeah, all these sort of things I'd change. I'd just rewrite the whole
But didn't they make the
fucking
last
ending.
season before the book was finished?
They made the last 3.
Roughly 3. In fact, there's a lot in the book. Like Arya is still training in the books.
Yeah.
She hasn't even
The
become
last
like.
one still isn't out, is it?
He's never going to make it.
He's probably never going.
He's never gonna
finish
fucking
book,
make
Let's
that.
be honest. Like
He's never
he's
gonna
too
make
busy going off and doing other things.
Have
He's
you
like,
not seen his
got this
new?
over here?
Have you not seen his new thing?
No.
He's bringing out a fucking cocktail bar.
He's
He's making one.
He's getting on, and also like he's nowhere near the end of his book, and it
I
doesn't
also
look like he's
feel
gonna
like,
finish it.
personally, I don't think he actually knows how to fucking finish
That's
it.
what I would guess.
Probably,
is-
yeah. He's got writer's block on it.
I'm calling it. No, he
Or
just
he's
doesn't
just
want to because
constant, everything will disappoint someone.
yes,
Yeah, that or he's like, I'll just draw this out.
that's what he's going to do. He's never going to
'Cause
finish
funny.
it.
And then it'll be someone else's problem. Like
Yeah.
they did with Peter Pan and Scarlet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Someone else finished it.
he's
Yeah.
never going to get to the end of it because of the fact that he just keeps getting money for what he is
But
doing now.
honestly, there's so much in the book. Jon Snow's still dead in the book.
Yeah,
Like he's still fucking dead, and in the series, he was resurrected the next season after being killed.
yeah,
That's because
literally.
he sells it.
Absolutely, yeah. Kit Harington definitely sells it. He's fantastic.
They should have
But-
never killed him in the fucking book or in the
Oh no, but
actual
his death
se-
was
yeah.
brilliant and shocking and shock and awe and oh shit, they've just killed fucking Jon Snow.
Yeah, but then
he's
like
dead.
2 episodes later, he's brought back.
Literally 2 episodes later, he's back, and it was just like he's still dead in the book. They're still
Do you know
drawing
why?
that out, like-
You know why, don't you? Because people lost the respect for the series once the plot armor came in. Once people couldn't be gotten rid of, that whole thing of Game of Thrones' niche, which was
We don't care who we kill.
We don't care who we kill. They're dead.
But then they killed Kit Harington. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, you've killed Kit Harington! You've killed Jon Snow!"
And then
You
they were
can't
like,
fucking
"Well,
kill Jon Snow." And it was
maybe.
like, oh, all right, we'll bring him back the next episode.
Well, no, they already had the idea that they were going to do it before when because they'd already
It would
made that
save
season.
viewership.
I don't know. Part of the draw of Game of Thrones was they killed people.
Yeah, like fucking Sean Bean
And
first season.
his brother.
Oh yeah, fucking Rob.
When they killed Rob and his entire fucking family and his mum and everything,
Yeah.
and put Rob's head on a fucking wolf.
Yeah,
Like, but anyway, that's what I'd bring back, 100%. Any other series that you'd bring back?
I like him.
What about a series you'd bring back, but it's as good as its best season?
Doctor Who.
What's its best season? Don't you dare say David Tennant. It's not.
Christopher Eccleston was my favourite Doctor
Yes,
Who.
I agree with
like
that
the
one.
new one. I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, but I like the new one.
The guy from Sex Education.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
And Duya.
Yeah, something along those. I didn't mind the woman; she was okay.
Ada and do you?
But Christopher Eccleston for me
I
was
like
fantastic.
Rose. Not Rose.
Yeah, Rose Tyler.
No, Rose was his companion.
Rose was
Billy Piper.
Billy Piper.
Billy Piper.
No, the new one. I can't remember her name. Yeah, she was really good.
I thought she was all right. I thought she was absolutely fine. I was a bit dubious about a female Doctor Who, but she did all right. But Christopher Eccleston, he only did one season simply because he was like, I don't want to be known as only Doctor Who, so I'll only do this one for you. And I thought he's fucking brilliant.
I think they probably had the best storylines through that one.
The first time they brought it back,
Yeah.
that's because they had the entire fucking imagination board to work with. Didn't
Yeah, but they
Do you
still
know what I
do,
mean?
but they don't do
They don't.
it.
They regurgitate way too much, by the way.
Yeah, and way too
many
fucking-
times do the Cybermen come back. Way too many times do Daleks come back.
And way too many fucking messages in the new one. It's just
No, I
fucking...
like that.
Nah, it's message
not too many
central.
messages.
It is.
It's
I did like Matt.
modern audience.
I like Matt Smith as well. I thought Matt Smith was decent.
Matt Smith was alright.
Yeah,
Modern audience. They barely even fucking cracked 200,000 for their latest viewing.
That doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it has tanked. Could you do it better? Yeah,
Yes.
I think if you really did have some,
Because
some
Christopher
good
Eccleston,
imaginative writers.
Eccleston's episodes had messages in them, but they didn't fucking resound throughout
Right,
them.
but the problem is the political landscape has changed, and you're going to upset someone.
Yeah.
And
No, because
well,
the way they
it's
put it in...
fantasy.
No, the way they
fiction
put
is
into
always,
it...
good science fiction is always about a possible future, about writing about possibilities of a future.
Yeah.
And this one went with a current political landscape. The biggest thing right now is wokeness, which is a complete
Horrific.
bollocks name for a fucking thing that doesn't exist.
What, being woke?
It just
Yeah, it
doesn't
don't
exist.
work. It doesn't exist.
It's not a thing. It's just the old guard don't understand. Like, we rebelled as kids by painting our nails, growing our hair, wearing baggy clothes, and listening to music that had way too much thrashing in it or was way too bassy. That was us rebelling.
It's
And
just
nowadays,
anything that's not the norm, right?
that's all these kids are doing now. Rebelling now. We all, as millennials, accepted that those things were just normal. And now they don't know how to rebel. So now this is their rebellion stage. And they'll all grow out of it. And you'll get those that cling on to it and still paint their nails when they're 45.
Yeah.
But the kids now don't know how to rebel because everything's been done. So
They
now
just
it's-
get offended.
Now it's gender norms and being
It
offended.
is. It's being offended.
But the only ones that do that are the Americans.
yeah,
Europe doesn't get offended by it.
In terms of
Because-
percentiles, I would
because
say
of
yes.
Drastically,
But obviously, because there's
less
more of them. But
I think there's just been more pushed to the extremes over there.
all right then, bring back Little Britain. And come fly with me.
Hey, you said you didn't have a problem
No,
with
I
them.
did. I genuinely funny.
You don't. I disagree. When series were funny at the time, that's because
At
they
the
were funny
time.
at the time.
Yeah.
Things were acceptable at that time. You can't slander something for what was acceptable at the time of it being made.
Little Britain just did White Chicks 15 years earlier.
It's just,
Yeah, but if you're going to say that, and the way that people now look at Little Britain and stuff like that, nobody still looks at fucking Monty Python like that. But actually, at the time, Monty Python was ridiculously outspoken.
Yeah, because it becomes norm, and then you need the shock factor needs to change. It doesn't get more shocking or less shocking. It's just what is shocking changes. And right now, what's shocking for people is gender nonconformity and sexuality
And race.
That is the big shocking thing right now. That's why they're rebelling, because it does draw shock, whether they understand it or not. And I'm not saying it's for all of them. Some of them might genuinely have dysphoria, or they might genuinely just feel that way and they'll never grow out of it, and that's fine either way. But Monty Python rebelled with language and the types
Religion.
of jokes, and we rebelled with
you've got that.
fashion
You've
and
got that
music.
millennial sense about it all, which
Yeah.
is that
We don't
we
give
are
a
just
fuck.
like, do what you want.
Yeah, literally, we don't give a fuck.
It is. It is.
If you
Anything
find
else
it-
you bring back? What else would you bring back?
Star Trek Voyager. Its last season was cut short. Lost in a quadrant, part of the galaxy that was unexplored. They were promised 10 seasons, got to the 7th season, it got cancelled, so they did like a 3-episode long thing where they open a wormhole.
Is that it?
And ended up
really?
back in.
And we're back.
It's absolutely shocking.
That same sort of thing is the same way that they did Game of Thrones, by the way.
It's just
Where you can see that.
absolutely
In
so
it.
shitly written. And to justify it, they made future Janeway go back in time to meet old Janeway to give her the technology to do so.
Oh, God.
It's just bullshit. But the entire part of the season was brilliant. Even The Rock was in Voyager.
What, Dwayne Johnson, wasn't he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he rock bottomed 7 of 9. A very sexy Borg.
Is there anything else you
On
bring
that
back?
note.
On that note, it's time for us
Okay.
to chuff off. If you've got any questions or queries, you can go to our Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at How Not to Summon a Podcast. Go to our YouTube and Discord where you can do your comments. We'll always chat back at How Not to Summon a Podcast. I've been Mr. Grayson.
I've been Sheeny Senpai.
I'm a fist in a bag.
Ta-ra!
Bye.
Bye.
Before you blink, first create another scene, messing up in ways unseen. How not to solve in a scenario. Grayson and Sheeny on the go. Laughing loud with the crazy show. How not to summon a scenario.